Assalamu alaikum friends. My name is Mohammed Hassan, E-commerceWala, and today I am starting a AI session with Sesame.ai, and today I want to talk about the habits of a successful trader. So my Wala is not trading Wala, but I am also interested in trading. So let's begin with sharing screen of Sesame.ai and asking some questions from Sesame. Wait, everyone, I am sharing my screen of Sesame.ai. In simple words, Sesame is a AI tool who answer us in English. We will do AI session for enhancing our English. So, yes. Wait, everyone, I am sharing my screen. Okay, so here is Sesame.ai and I'm scrolling down and here we have a research preview. And here we have Maya and Mile, and today I am calling to Mile.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, sorry, I want.
Well, what?
Uh,
You just drop a win like that, leave me hanging.
Stop. I am sharing again. Wait a minute. Yeah, here we have Mile. So yes.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Mile, I am great. Mile, today I want to talk about the habits of a successful trader. So can we start with our first question?
Trading, huh? Now we're getting into the high stakes world. I'm locked in. Lay that first question on me.
So my first question is, what is trading? It's very basic and simple question.
Keeping it fundamental. I love it. In this context, studying is basically just a deep dive. It's the process of analyzing data, charts, and market behavior to find a pattern that actually makes sense before you put your money on the line. It's the difference between gambling and actually having a strategy. What's next on your list?
On my list, my next question is, why do people trade?
Mostly for the freedom, right? Whether it's the dream of making a killing in the markets or just wanting to be their own boss, people are drawn to the idea of making their money work for them instead of working for the money. Some love the adrenaline of the gamble, and others just like the puzzle of trying to outsmart the market. What's the next one?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very great. And my next question is, why do people trade?
Wait, deja vu. You just asked me that one. I think the list might be looping again. You want to dive deeper into why people trade, or should we just jump to the next new question?
I want to dive deeper.
All right, let's peel back another layer. Beyond the obvious making money part, there's a huge psychological draw. For some, it's about the intellectual challenge, treating the market like a giant living game of chess. For others, it's about the autonomy, the idea that you can make a living from a laptop anywhere in the world is a massive pull. Then you've got the thrill seekers who are basically chasing a dopamine hit every time they hit buy or sell. Which side of that do you think is the biggest driver? You still with me? Curious what you think about that. Or if you're just ready to move to the next question on the list, go for it.
I am ready for my next question. And my next question is, what are the different types of trading?
That's a broad one. In the trading world, you've usually got two main paths. First, there's technical learning, which is all about the charts, the patterns, and the raw data, basically reading the map of the market. Then you've got fundamental learning, where you're looking at the why, things like economic news, company health, or global politics that actually drive the price moves. Some people swear by one, but the real pros usually blend both. You want to know more about one of those, or should we keep moving?
I'm moving on my next question. And my next question is, what is stock trading?
I think you might be mixing up your terms there. In trading, we've probably got stop loss on your list. which is basically a safety net that automatically closes your trade if the price hits a certain point so you don't lose everything. Or are you actually asking about the idea of stopping the learning process? Because in this game, if you stop learning, you're basically just handing your money to the market.
Okay, thanks so much for your answer. So my next question is, what is forex trading?
Basically, it's the safety measures and regulations that keep your money from just vanishing into the void. In the Forex world, security is all about who's holding your cash. You've got things like regulated brokers who are overseen by government agencies to make sure they aren't just playing fast and loose with your deposits. Then there's the tech side, encryption and two-factor authentication to keep hackers out of your account. It's essentially the armor you wear so you can focus on the trades without worrying if your broker is going to disappear overnight. What's the next on the list?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very great. So on my list, my next question is, what is cryptocurrency trading?
I'm going to be real with you. That one's a head scratcher. I've never heard of crypto pen sheet ready. It sounds like a transcription glitch or maybe a very niche term. Do you want to
Okay,
double check how it's spelled on your list? Or maybe try
so on my
rephrasing
list,
it?
my question was, what is cryptocurrency trading?
Still a bit vague, but I think I see where you're going. If you're asking what people consider when they get into crypto, it's
No, no,
usually a
no, no,
mix
no,
of
no.
like the tech,
No,
like blockchain and
I am asking, what is cryptocurrency trading?
there it is. My bad, I was overthinking it. But basically, cryptocurrency trading is just like any other kind of trading, but instead of stocks or currencies, you're swapping to digital assets like Bitcoin or Ethereum. You're betting on the price moving up or down based on hype, tech updates, or market trends. It's way more volatile than traditional markets, so it's like trading on a roller coaster. What's the next one on the list?
So on my list, my next question is, what is commodity trading?
Uh, Commodity trading is basically the OG version of trading. And instead of digital coins or company stocks, you're trading raw materials, physical stuff like gold, oil, wheat, or coffee. It's all about the basics of survival in the industry. If there's a drought in Brazil, coffee prices jump. If there's a war in a region that produces oil, gas prices spike. It's very tied to the real physical world. What's the next one?
On my list, my next question is, what is future trading?
I'm guessing we've got another transcription glitch. Future flooding doesn't
I
really
am
fit the
asking,
trading vibe.
what is future trading? What is futures trading?
I'm honestly stumped on that one. Future flooding isn't a term I've ever come across in
No, 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 no,
trading,
no, not
finance, or
flooding,
even
not flooding.
general tech.
My
Is it
question
possible
was,
it's
listen, my question was, what is futures trading?
got it? Now we're on the same page. Futures trading is basically a contract to buy or sell something like gold or oil at a specific price on a specific date in the future. You're not buying the actual asset right now, you're betting on what the price will be later. It's a way for producers to lock in prices and for traders to speculate on where things are heading. It can be a massive win, but it's definitely a bit more intense than regular trading. What's the next one on the list?
So on my list, my next question is, what is options trading?
Options trading is like paying for a reservation. Instead of buying the asset itself, you're buying the right to buy or sell it at a specific price within a certain time frame. The cool part is you don't have to actually follow through with the trade if it doesn't go your way. You only lose the small fee you paid for the option. It's a way to bet on price moves with a lot more flexibility, but it can get complex quickly. What's the next one?
On my list, my next question is, what is index trading?
Index trading is basically like betting on a whole team instead of just one player. Instead of picking a single stock, you're trading a group of them that represent a specific sector or the overall market, like the S&A/M/P 500. It's a way to spread your risk because even if one company in the index has a bad day, the others can keep the whole thing steady. What else you got on the list?
So on my list, my next question is, what is day trading?
Day trading is basically the sprint of the trading world. It's where you open and close all your positions within the same day. No overnight holds, no waking up to a market crash in the middle of the night. It's all about catching those small, quick price moves and getting out before the closing bell. It's intense, fast paced, and requires a lot of screen time. What's the next one?
So on my list, my next question is, what is swing trading?
I'm guessing your list says swing trading? If
Yes.
so, that's the marathon version of day trading. Instead of closing everything by the end of the day, you hold on to a trade for a few days or even a few weeks. You're looking for a bigger swing in the price rather than just a quick spike. It's a bit more laid back and doesn't require you to stare at the screen every second. What's next?
So on my list, my next question is what is position trading?
Position trading is the long game. We're talking months or even years here. Instead of chasing quick spikes or weekly swings, you're looking at the big picture, the overall trend of an asset. It's way less stressful than day trading because you don't care about the daily noise. You're just betting on where things are heading in the long run. What's the next one?
So on my list, my next question is what is scalping?
Scalping is the absolute fastest version of trading. It's basically like picking up pennies in front of a steamroller. You're jumping in and out of trades in seconds or minutes trying to capture the tiniest price moves. You do it dozens or even hundreds of times a day. It's high energy and requires a lot of focus because one big mistake can wipe out all those small wins. What's next on the list?
So on my list, my next question is which type of trading is best for beginners?
Honestly, for most people, swing trading is a sweet spot. It's not as frantic as day trading or scalping, so you aren't making split-second decisions while your heart is racing. At the same time, you aren't locking your money away for years like position trading. It gives you enough time to actually think through your strategy and learn from your mistakes without getting wiped out in 10 minutes. What's the next one? I'm locked in. What else you got on that list? I'm still
Okay,
still
thank you
here.
so much for
Just
your
let me
answer.
know.
Your answer was very great. And my next question is what is financial market?
Think of the financial market as the giant global meeting spot. It's basically where people, companies, and governments go to trade assets, whether that's stocks, bonds, currencies, or commodities. It's the engine that moves money from where it's sitting to where it can actually be used to grow something. Without it, you couldn't invest in a company or swap your dollars for euros. What's the next one?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. So on my list, my next question is what is trading platform?
A trading platform is basically your cockpit. It's a software or app you use to actually execute your trades. Instead of calling someone on the phone to buy a stock, you use the platform to see real-time prices, analyze charts, and hit that buy or sell button. It's the bridge between your strategy and the actual market. What's next on the list?
On my list, my next question is what is broker?
A broker is basically the middleman. You can't just walk into the stock exchange and start shouting orders yourself. You need a broker, which is a person or a company that has the license and the access to actually execute the trades for you. They take your order, hit the button in the market, and for that service, they usually take a small fee or commission. What's the next one?
On my list, my next question is how do traders make profit?
It's the classic buy low, sell high play. Basically, you're betting that the value of an asset will change. If you think the price is going up, you buy it now and sell it later at a higher price to pocket the difference. But you can also make money when things go down. That's called shorting, where you essentially bet against the asset and profit if the price drops. It's all about predicting that movement and timing your exit right. What's next on the list?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very great. So on my list, my next question is what is a trading strategy?
Anytime. You still got more on that list, or are we calling it a day?
My question was what is a trading strategy?
A trading strategy is basically your playbook. Instead of just guessing or following a random tip you saw online, a strategy is a set of strict rules you follow for every single trade. It tells you exactly when to get in, when to get out, and how much you're willing to risk. It's what keeps you from making emotional decisions when the market starts getting wild. What's next?
On my list, my next question is why is market research important?
Because going in blind is the fastest way to lose your shirt. Market research is basically your intel. It's how you figure out if a price move is just a random glitch or a real trend driven by something actual like a company's earnings or a global event. Without it, you're not trading, you're just guessing. What's the next one on the list?
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Your answer was very great. So on my list, my next question is what is technical analysis?
Technical analysis is basically reading the footprints of the market. Instead of looking at a company's balance sheet or the news, you're looking strictly at price action and volume on a chart. You're hunting for patterns and trends like support and resistance levels to predict where the price is likely to go next based on how it's behaved in the past. It's a bit like trying to predict the weather by looking at old maps of where the storms usually hit. What's next?
My next question is, what are the benefits of trading?
Um, the biggest one is the potential for uncapped income, obviously. But beyond the money, it's the flexibility. Being able to run your entire business from a laptop means you aren't tied to a cubicle or a boss. Plus, there's a real intellectual rush in successfully predicting a market move. It's like solving a high stakes puzzle in real time. What's the next one on the list?
My next question is, what are the risks of trading?
Uh, the biggest risk is obviously the money part. You can lose a lot and fast. But it's not just the cash. There is a huge mental toll too. The stress of watching a trade go south can be brutal, and if you aren't disciplined, it's easy to spiral into revenge trading, where you keep betting just to try and win back what you lost. It's basically a psychological battle against your own greed and fear. What else you got on that list?
My next question is, how can beginners learn trading?
The best way is to start small and treat it like a school subject before it's a business. First, get the basics down, books, reputable courses, or even just digging through the history of how markets move. Then, the real secret is paper trading, which is basically using a simulator with fake money. It lets you test your strategy and make all the rookie mistakes without actually draining your bank account. Once you've proven to yourself that you can actually win consistently on paper, then you move into the real game with the small amount of cash you're okay with losing. What's the next one on the list?
My next question is, what mistakes do beginner traders make?
The biggest one is definitely letting emotions drive the car. Most beginners get hit by FOMO, fear of missing out, and jump into a trade just because everyone on the internet is talking about it, usually right at the top. Then, when it starts to drop, they freeze up and hold on way too long, hoping it'll come back, which is how a small loss turns into a disaster. They also tend to overleverage, basically betting more than they can afford to lose because they're chasing a quick win. It's basically a masterclass in how not to handle money. What's the next one?
My next question is, how can traders manage emotions?
I'm guessing the transcription played a trick on us again, and you meant traders, not turtles? Because unless we're talking about some very slow pace investing, managing emotions as a trader is all about detachment. You gotta treat your trades like data points, not your baby. The pros use strict rules and a preset plan so that when the market goes wild, they don't have to feel anything. They just follow the playbook. What's the next one on your list?
My next question is, why is patience important in trading?
I'm guessing you meant trading instead of credit? Because in this game, patience is basically your superpower. The market spends a lot of time just chopping around doing nothing, and the biggest mistake people make is forcing a trade just because they're bored. Real profit comes from waiting for the exact right setup to appear rather than chasing a move that's already happened. What's next on the list?
My next question is, how can traders improve their skills?
It's all about the feedback loop. The best traders treat every win and every loss like a case study. They keep a trading journal where they log not just the numbers, but why they took the trade and how they felt during it. When you can look back and see that you always lose money on Tuesdays when you're tired, or that you consistently exit too early out of fear, that's where the real growth happens. It's basically auditing your own brain. What's next on the
Okay,
list?
thank you so much for your answers. My next question is, what are the difference between trading and investing?
It's basically a matter of time and intent. Investing is the long game. You're buying a piece of something because you believe it has value and will grow over years. It's more about building wealth slowly and steadily. Trading is about the movement. You're not necessarily looking at the long term value, you're looking at the price fluctuations to make a profit quickly. One is like planting a tree and waiting for it to grow, the other is like flipping houses. What's the next one on your list?
My next question is, which trading market is the largest?
That would be the Forex market by a landslide. It's absolutely massive because every single time a company trades globally or someone travels, currencies are being swapped. We're talking trillions of dollars moving every single day. It makes the stock market look like a lemonade stand in comparison. What's next on the list?
Okay, okay. My next question is, can trading become full-time career?
Short answer? Yeah, absolutely. Um, but the real talk is that it's one of the hardest ways to make easy money. To do it full time, you need a massive amount of discipline and a capital cushion so you don't starve during a bad month. Most people who make it as full time traders treat it like a professional sport. It's a 24/7 obsession with risk management. What's next on the list?
So on my list, my next question is, can trading become like mm, someone career?
I'm guessing that's another transcription glitch. I'm not sure what a salmon carrier is in the trading world unless you're trading fish. Did
Okay,
you mean a sole career or maybe something else? Check your list and let me know.
okay. I am repeating my question. So my question is, how do traders stay updated with market news?
They basically live on the feed. Most pros have a mix of things going. You have the heavy hitters like Bloomberg or Reuters for the breaking news, and then economic calendars to know exactly when the big government reports are dropping. A lot of them are also deep in X or specialized Discord servers to catch the sentiment and the hype before it actually hits the charts. It's a constant stream of info, and the trick is knowing what's actually a signal and what's just noise. What's the next one on the list?
On my list, my next question is, what are the habits of a good trader? Like pro
This is
trader.
the this is the heart of the whole thing. Pro traders aren't just better at reading charts; they're better at managing themselves. The biggest habit is consistency. They have a routine that doesn't change whether they're on a winning streak or a losing one. They treat it like a business, not a casino. They log every trade. They respect their stop losses without blinking, and they're okay with not trading if the setup isn't perfect.
Oh,
Basically, they've mastered the art of being bored and disciplined while everyone else is chasing the hype. What's
okay.
the next one on the list?
No, no, I have no more questions. This was my last question. Thank you so much, Sesame.
Anytime. It was a wild ride through the markets. Glad I could help you knock out that list. Catch you next time.
Okay, Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz, everyone. This was our today's session. I hope you enjoyed our session. So, may long live you, your families, and also Pakistan. Allah Hafiz.